Okay, just take a moment to arrive. You can close your eyes, you can lie down, do whatever you like, but be here now. The greatest and most powerful thing we can do most of the time is to simply be present and focusing our awareness on our breath is a way of helping our busy minds go inside instead of searching endlessly, fruitlessly for the peace that we all want. I don't even know if we're recording. Shanti, peace. So today, we are practicing recovering from sickness, even if we're not. This is a healing practice. And given the amount of energy and excitement at this time of year, taking time to nurture from within will allow us more energy and presence in whatever it is we're doing. Whether we're driving somewhere, parking the car, whether we're dicing vegetables, by learning to calm and find your center, you will be present and focused and aware of what's going on around you, and especially what may be stirring within you. Please keep in mind during this practice that your exhalations are more important than your inhalations. When we exhale fully, we push all the stale air out. And because nature abhors a vacuum, once the lungs are emptied, they will fill with fresh oxygen, and it oxygenates the blood. The blood travels to every single cell in your body to repair and re-energize each and every cell. So stay focused on your exhalations without force. In fact, just notice before we move into our first posture, if there's anywhere in your body that you're holding, any kind of tension or tightness. We'll work through this, but to become aware, any tension in the jaw, the face, the forehead, your shoulders, Try to soften it. And as we move into each position today, it is not important how it looks. It's about how it feels. Making it feel right for you. To nourish, nurture, and heal from the inside out. So the first posture we'll take is an extended child's pose. So slowly moving onto your mat with your knees wide apart, the tops of your feet flat on the mat, big toes touching. Carefully taking your hips back towards your heels. Now, if you have any knee issues, you may want to support your behind with a block, or if you need added height for your forehead, place a cushion underneath your forehead. Find the place and the attention to taking care of your body and your mind. And it's worth it to spend some time. You might even put your blocks or a cushion between the backs of your legs, so your calves, your thighs. And if you take a look up, you'll see what I've done. Keeping in mind to be mindful of your exhalations, placing your arms, your hands wherever they feel best. Elbows may be bent, arms may be stretched out, whatever feels right for your shoulders. Gently releasing, softening, and arriving wherever that place is that feels kind. There's nothing to force today. And even though it may feel as though you're doing nothing, you're doing plenty. Your mouth may be open for your exhalations, breathing in through the nose always when you can to purify and humidify, cleanse the air that's entering into your lungs. Noticing the movement of your rib cage. The more elasticized your ribs are, the more your lungs can expand to receive the oxygen. Exhaling any sighs, any sounds on your exhalations to really let go. It is proven that sighing actually alkalizes the blood, and your blood being more alkaline than acid is always healthier. On an inhale, come on up onto all fours. We're going to gently, on our own breath, move through cat and cow. In fact, I'd love you to visualize your spine more like a wave. So just kind of back and forth on your knees right now, doubling your mats over or using a cushion under your knees if you have any discomfort. The tops of your feet are flat on the floor. You might just gently kind of move your hips from side to side. We're going to work on our hips gently today too, because they are the junk drawer where a lot of stuff gets lodged. In fact, maybe you could start to just make some gentle circles, bringing your hips backwards, sideways, forward, other side, and back. And slowly change the direction of those circles, bringing your hips back, side, forward, side. On your own time here. This is meant to heal, to restore. Coming into neutral now. Shoulders are away from your ears, so your spine is nice and long. Just lift your feet off the floor and bang gently, lightly, the tops of your feet, just to bring some energy into them. And then pressing all 10 fingers into your mats, middle finger forward. And on an exhale, let's round the spine like a big, slow wave, tucking your chin gently. And on an inhale, draw your heart center forward, gently hollowing out the lower back, lifting the head. Exhaling, bringing the hips back towards the heels as you round your spine. And inhale, come forward with a low chest and draw your heart center towards your shoulders. Exhale into cat, rounding your spine, releasing your hips towards your heels. Just like a gentle wave, coming forward with your chest lower, drawing your heart center forward, eyes floating up towards Ajna Chakra. Exhale, round your spine and bring your hips back towards your heels. Into child, slowly come forward. And now come flat down onto your mats. We're going to come into Makrasana, which is crocodile pose. So you're going to fold your forearms in front of your forehead and put them in the place where you can place your forehead on your forearms with your diaphragm mostly off the floor. Feet can be wider apart. So you're gently folding your arms in front. Nice. Focusing on the exhalation, letting go. Again, try to relax your shoulders, relax your legs, maybe rock them from side to side. Letting your heels splay out. Exhaling all the stale air out. Anything that's not serving you, especially the busyness that we can feel. Letting it all go. Humbly and gratefully supported by the earth. Humbly and gratefully receiving all of the nourishment that surrounds us. And releasing. Press yourselves up. And now take your firm cushion or block, whatever you have. We're going to come into a seated posture. If having your legs crossed isn't comfortable for you, you can leave your legs straight out in front or one leg straight out in front, whatever works. One of the tricks of sitting and elevating is to bring your sits bones to the edge of the block, not to perch on top of it, to bring yourself to the edge of it. This helps your hips open, and it should be a little more comfortable for you to elongate your spine, relax your shoulders, let your hands rest on your lap for a moment, soften your jaw, separate the biting surfaces of the teeth, relax your forehead, close your eyes. Again, if you wish, on an exhalation, you can have your mouth opened, breathing out, sitting up as tall as you can without any force. And then place your right hand, just plant it softly on the floor beside you. So I'm going to do the mirror image. Your right hand is on the floor beside you. You're going to inhale the opposite arm up, and you're going to open it diagonally back. And exhale, sweep the arm around, gathering the healing energy, and wrap it around the other arm, bringing your chin into your chest. Inhale, open the arm again, reaching up. You might come onto your fingertips, tenting. Exhale, sweep the arm around and wrap yourself up like a precious gift that you are. Inhaling, open. So this is opening up the lungs, the chest. Exhaling, bringing your hand around again to give yourself half a hug. And last time, inhale, sweeping the arm up. And exhale, you might apply your little Buddha smile. Just let the corners of your mouth turn up. Inhale, come back into the center. Once again, placing your hands on your lap, sitting up tall, elongating your spine, relaxing your shoulders, soften your face, and just notice if you're holding any tension anywhere, making any adjustments to your legs if they're uncomfortable. Place the other hand lightly on the mat beside you. Again, you can tent your fingers or come down onto your palm, whatever feels best. And then inhale, sweep the opposite arm up diagonally, opening. Exhale, wrap your arm around the other, bringing your chin in towards your chest. Inhale, sweeping that arm back up, open. Exhaling, bringing the arm across. You might be feeling when you're in this twist position, that large muscle on your back, your latissimus dorsi. It's like a fan. It's one of the muscles involved in respiration. Inhale, sweep the arm back up diagonally, opening, stretching through the fingers, maybe wiggle them. Exhale, sweep the arm across, giving yourself a half hug. Again, feeling anything through the shoulders, upper back. Last time, inhale, sweep up. Exhale, last time, half hug. Inhale, coming back to the center. Eyes are closed, shoulders down. Inhaling in place. Exhale, drop your chin towards your chest. Locking at the throat, Jalandhara Bandha. Trying to remove any stuck energy, excess mucus. And on an inhale, let's go clockwise with our nose, making a circle up towards midnight. Again, this is gentle. No need to overdo it. Exhaling from midnight, back down to 6, drawing a circle with your nose. One more time, clockwise. Exhaling as your head comes down, your chin towards the notch in your throat. Inhale, let's change the direction slowly, stretching the muscles of the neck. Exhaling all the stale air out. And one more round. Making a circle with your nose. Exhaling on the way down. Inhale, bring the head back up. And we're going to come back down onto our mats. So I want you to bring your cushion or block to the left side of your body. Do you need another cushion, Linnell? Okay. Of course, be sure to be warm. If the temperature is falling in the room, we have Liz who will jack it up. Does it feel a little cool in the room? I don't want it to be too hot. Anyway, if you think it's too cool, wave your arm. Liz is having a look. She's near the... Okay, everybody's good. Okay. Let's draw both knees up towards the chest, but I want you to try to have your hands flat on your knees with neutral spine. So neutral spine means your lower back's not pressing into the floor nor is it arcing up. It's just neutral. And then just a little bit of movement with the knees. So you're using your hands to press the knees away from you and kind of make circles with that neutral spine. Change the direction. You'll feel your abdominal muscles lightly engaged if you're maintaining a neutral spine here, where your lower back's neither pressing nor arcing in away from the floor or into the mat. Now we're going to bring the knees a little bit closer to the chest, compressing the ascending, transverse, and descending colons. And then extend your left leg down in front. Oh, and by the way, if you have a belt, this would be a good time, or a strap, to locate it. And you'll be using it on your right foot in a moment. But just for now, and some of you maybe don't need the strap, but just for now, interlock your fingers around your right knee and let's mobilize the ankle and foot joint, pointing the foot, flexing, pointing, flexing, rotating, making circles. You have 26 bones in each foot. You have 33 joints and over 100 ligaments and tendons. And of course, we're going to do a bit of foot exercise today as well. They're the foundation. Now, I want you to take your ankle or take your strap and wrap it around your foot. Or if your arms are long enough, you can put your peace fingers around the big toe of the right foot. And then you're going to extend that leg out to the right side. And your left hand can either be on the floor or on your left hip. So you're extending the leg out to the side. You don't have to straighten it. Whatever feels okay, move it around a bit. Kind of lubricate that hip joint. That's what lubricates joints, is movement. When we don't move, we don't produce the synovial fluid. So extending the leg right out to the side. And now release. And you're going to bring that right bent knee over to the left and let it land on the cushion. So let your right knee land on the cushion on the left. Put it at whatever height, put it whatever place feels right. And then your left shoulder may not be comfortable on the ground. Just check in with that and be okay with where you are. I just spent 2 weeks in bed. My spine is not as flexible, nor my shoulders. So I'm being very gentle. I'm not forcing anything, and I don't want you to either. Just be here now where you are, landing and arriving. We'll be doing another spinal twist, so this is just the beginning. Exhaling through open lips, if that feels right, and breathing in through the nose, if that's available to you and you're not plugged. And releasing, coming back into the center. We're going to bend both legs, and we're going to place the right ankle on top of the left knee. Now we're going to come into a soft pigeon. No big deal here. If you can, you're going to interlock your fingers behind your left thigh. Your right ankle is on top of your left knee. And if this is too much, I want you to just keep your foot left foot flat on the ground, and with your right ankle on top of your left knee. So you don't have to hold the left knee up, just depends how your body feels. You're still getting the opening in the right hip, whether your foot is off the floor or on the floor. This is all about nurturing and honoring and respecting exactly where you are. No force. This is allowing. This is listening, paying attention to your body today. And now cross that top leg right over the other. If you are able to bind or place your feet and legs in eagle position, fine. So that's wrapping your right foot around your left ankle. But suffice to say, having your right knee on top of your left, take your arms now out to the side, shoulder height. Your cushion should still be on the left side. And we want you to scooch your hips over to the right. So lift your hips off the floor, scooch them over to the right, and now drop and let your knees land on your cushion or your thigh, your hip, whatever is landing. And again, make the adjustment with the cushion to support you where you feel supported, gently and lovingly. And straighten that right leg that's on top of the left. Just extend it out. You may need to hold on to your cushion. And on an inhale, come back into the center. Uncross your legs. Bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees splay out into Baddha Konasana. Supta Baddha Konasana. The soles of your feet are together, your knees, you're stretching your inner thigh, your inner groin, bringing extra blood supply into this area after compression. Compression always flushes waste and toxins out. And when we release compression, fresh arterial blood rushes in to nourish, to repair, to rejuvenate, to restore this area. And then bring your knees together. Extend your right leg down in front and bring your left knee up in towards your chest. And let's mobilize the ankle joint by pointing the foot, flex, point, flex, and point, and make circles to lubricate the 33 joints of the foot and ankle. And change the direction. And then with your strap, loop it around your foot, or if you don't have a strap, you can grab your pant or your peace fingers around your big toe and extend your left leg out to the left side. Breathing into the stretch. Bending the knee a little bit. Stretching it. Straightening it, whatever amount you can. That feels organic. and bending and stretching on an inhale, exhaling to bend, and bringing this knee in towards your chest. Take your cushion or block or pillow, whatever you're using. Inhaling in place. Exhale, let's draw that left knee over to the other side. May feel different than the first side. It's normal. And just hang out here in a gentle twist. Twists, of course, help keep our spine supple, flexible. Focusing on your exhalation, letting go of anything and everything, including thoughts that may pop up. That's what the mind does, loves to think. Just notice it. Even one revered teacher, when the thoughts pop up, his response is, no big deal. No big deal. Stretching through the hips to release the junk that we store, stash, ignore. And coming back onto your backs, bend your both legs so both soles of the feet are on the floor. And then bring your left ankle on top of your right knee. Left ankle on top of right knee. Once again, your foot may just want to stay on the floor. You can assist in opening the hip by using your left hand to press against your left knee away from you. Well, when I say press, be gentle. Gentle is the operative. Or you may wish to bring that right knee towards you. That intensifies the stretching and releasing in your left hip. But again, if it feels better to have your right foot on the floor with your left ankle on top of your knee, please choose that. Breathing into the area of the body that's holding the most tension or tightness. And now crossing the left knee tightly over the right. Your cushion is in place on the right side of your body. You're going to scooch your hips towards the left side of your mat. And then you're going to gently drop both knees towards the right. Again, using your cushion to support you. It doesn't matter how far you twist. In fact, don't go as far as you think you can. Back it up. Allow your body the time it deserves to heal from road trips, from mind trips, whatever that's going on that isn't peaceful, harmonizing, and uniting. Focusing on your exhalations, letting go of rubbish, letting go of misguided thinking, letting go of fear and anxiety, worry. None of these things are happening in the present. They're all part of the mind, conjuring up, giving itself something to do, making itself important. It's not. And coming back to the center, uncross the leg, bring your hips back into the center. If you can locate both of your cushions or blocks, place one on either side of the outside of your hips, and again, with the soles of your feet together, let your legs splay out gently into Baddha Konasana. Opening our base chakra, Muladhara. Palms are facing up in the open and receiving position. Allowing the lower back to soften. Relaxing the shoulders. Relax the jaw. Letting your body be soft and heavy. Humbly and gratefully supported by the floor, by the earth. And bring your knees together. Come over onto your side. Use your top arm to press into the earth. And come on over onto your knees. Curl your toes under. Roll back onto the soles of your feet. Keep your knees soft. Let your upper body hang. Remember, this is the lazy man's low back lumbar contraction. Relax your neck. Let your head hang. And then slowly roll up one vertebra at a time, stacking each one on top of the next. Let your head be the last thing to come up. And then inhale, shoulders up to ears. Exhale, roll them back. And just take a moment in Tadasana. We're going to do a little bit of toe yoga. So have your feet hip width apart, which means your ankles, your knees, and your anterior superior iliac spines, these bones right in the front, aligned. Outsides of your feet should be parallel with the outsides of your mat. Your big toes should actually be closer than your heels. And then I want you to lift your toes off the floor and spread them out. Spread them out. And now if you can imagine trying to lengthen the sole of your foot. So a lot of this is going to be inside work. Inside, you're lengthening the sole of your foot. These foot exercises are really good for avoiding plantar fasciitis. Your toes are back on the floor. So look down at your toes, and I want you to try to just lift your big toe off the floor. Just your big toe. Good. Wow. I don't know what that means, looking at somebody's big toe. But anyway, let's lower it back down. Very nice, everybody. And then lift it up again. We're going to do this 4 more times. Just your big toe and back down. Try to lift that, just the big toe, just the big toes. And down. And one more time, big toe up. Just your big toe. Okay, and lower it. And just give yourself a bit of a shakeout if you were like, tensing. Okay, now, want you to try to keep your big toe down and lift the other toes up. Okay, so big toes down, lift the other toes up. Not easy. Some of them are not going to want to lift. And down. And big toe, or all your little toes are coming up. Big toes are staying down. Back down. And try to lift those toes again. And back down. Now it gets really fun. You're going to lift all your toes up, all of them. You're going to try to lay your baby toe down. Then your next toe. So you're doing this on both feet. Then your middle toe. Big toes are still up. Then the toe next to your big toe down. And big toe down. Woo! Okay, shake it out. Let's do that one more time. Okay, lift all your toes off the floor, all of them. Take a deep breath, exhale. And now try to lay your baby toe down. Your next toe. The next. The next. And the last. Wow. Okay, nice work, everybody. Now roll onto the outsides of your feet. Roll onto the insides of your feet. Outside, inside, and stomp them out just a little bit. Okay, we're coming back down onto our mats. I want you to take one supported bridge pose. So take your cushion, block, whatever you have, you're placing it under your sacrum. So it's below your waist. You can put it in whatever position you like. Now, sometimes I would say we might go higher, but because we're practicing restorative yoga, I would say put it perhaps at the middle height. Lengthen the back of your neck by tilting your chin towards the notch in your throat, reaching your arms beside your body, but far enough away with your palms facing up. And just letting your body rest over top of your block. Allowing some of the blood from the pelvic area to flow back towards the heart, gently reversing gravity, nothing huge. Exhaling through your mouth. And then from here, simply lift your legs straight up in the air. You've got your block, your cushion underneath your sacrum, and your legs are just straight up. If this isn't easy, your block may be too close to your waist and not close enough to your sacrum, your butt cheeks. So allowing the valves of your legs and your veins to open freely, to be relaxed. If you struggle with leg cramps or varicose veins, lifting your legs up to relax the veins, give them a bit of a holiday. And then kind of give your legs a little bit of a shake. And holding again for a moment, feeling the flow of energy moving through your feet, ankles, calves, thighs, nourishing the entire pelvic region, sexual organs and glands, receiving some love. And bend your legs. And now, if you have and want to, place your blocks or your cushions underneath the tops of the backs of your thighs, if that's comfortable. Please cover yourself up if you need for Shavasana. Your palms are facing up in the open and receiving position. Your eyes are closed. If you have something to cover your eyes, please do so. If anyone would like a lavender iPad, put your hand up, I'll bring it around. I got you, Brenda. Oh, there, put the tissue, there you go. Anyone else like a lavender? Yep. Ah, there we go. Anybody else like a cushion? Do you want to cover for your eyes? No? Okay, Evelyn. There we go. Anybody else? So consider your Shavasana, your body to be like a sponge, allowing it to absorb all the benefits of being present, nurturing, loving, kind. Separate the biting surfaces of the teeth. Relax your jaw. Inhale not just with your lungs, but visualize the life-giving energy that surrounds you, pervading your entire system, revitalizing, rejuvenating, and restoring the connection of mind, body, and spirit. I asked the question a couple of weeks ago if hope was an emotion or an action. It's clear that many of us hope for many changes. That's an emotion. What would the actions of hope look like? Maybe starting with ourselves, being more gentle, forgiving, accepting, enjoying ourselves, laughing at ourselves instead of chastising. bringing the action of positivity when it comes to seeing the world as unfolding, as it should, as sad as that may sound, but knowing that there are many, many, many awakened souls. Many. The news does not indicate this. We know better. Everyone in this class has shown me tremendous compassion, love, and caring. And I think that when we allow people to reveal who they are, and when we reveal to people who we are with love and care and compassion, we know what this world is really made of. Not what the news tells us. We know. We know what's true. We know what's real. And we know who we are. So as we allow all the love and kindness, we also reject the nonsense, the lies, the stupidity. And we don't become victims of others' misguided thinking. We offer compassion and hope that they will awaken, as are we. Inhaling the life force long, full, and deep. And deep exhaling. Inhaling the love, long, full, and deep. Exhaling any anger, resentment, or hatred. Inhaling peace all the way down to your toes. And exhale peace. Rolling over onto your sides. Use your bottom arm as a pillow. Apply your little Buddha smile. Honor yourselves for showing up, whether in person or at home, to take care of your most valuable possession, your bodies and your minds. And then pressing yourself back up into a seated position. If you can locate your cushion, place it underneath your buttocks. And if you wish, join me with sound or silently in chanting Om just one time. Inhaling together. Om. Bring your hands to your forehead in prayer. Bow to your own hearts. Om Shanti, peace, namaste.